Hi Blabbers, it's Blabbermouth here, and welcome to a new episode of How Is It Now? And this time I want to talk to you about The Faculty. A short memory lane trip for me. I remember I was invited to the premiere of this movie, and it was heavily sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger jeans, I believe. And there were even ads with all the actors. But the cool thing was when we arrived at the premiere, we actually got a cool Tommy Hilfiger goodie bag, which was awesome. There were shoes in there, so they asked your shoe size. There was a T-shirt, which I still have the T-shirt somewhere. 2 T-shirts, one Tommy T-shirt, and the other one said like The Faculty and then the premiere date below that. So that was pretty cool. And a cologne, which smelled nice. About the movie, when it came out, I loved it straight away, you know. Not only because I got to go to the premiere, but it's my kind of movie, and it was high off the Scream, hype, you know, the hype train, and it had a lot of pop culture references and humor and a young cast. That's the cool thing about this movie. It has a pretty big and well-known cast, especially for back in the day, you know. Josh Hartnett, who was a big heartthrob back in the day, is in it. He plays Zeke, the guy selling the drugs in the pen. More about that later. But it also has like Robert Patrick, who you might know from Terminator 2, of course, and the later X-Files seasons. I love him, you know. And what about Laura Harris, which I remember being in 24. I don't know other stuff she did because I am not really following her career, but I liked her acting, you know. She's pretty good in this movie because she plays like the new character at school, shy, and finds out the truth when the coach attacks one of the fellow faculty members. That's actually when they're finding out stuff is happening at their high school, and the next day they're like, oh dear God, aliens are taking over the world and they're using our school. So it's a dumb plot, but it's fun. And the movie was written by Kevin Williamson, which also ties into what I just said about the Scream vibe, you know, because Kevin Williamson, before Scream came out, he was a screenwriter, but wasn't that well known. And right after Scream was released, he got big, he got famous, you know. People wanted to work with him and stuff like that because, well, he just wrote Scream, the movie of the year, of the years to come, and all the movies trying to replicate that formula. But who else can replicate the formula the best than screenwriter himself, Kevin Williamson? The movie was directed by Robert Rodriguez, by the way, which I loved his work on From Dusk Till Dawn, the first movie. I also saw the second and third movie. The second is, believe, called Blood Money, which also has, by the way, Robert Patrick in it. And the third one is called Texas Hangman or something like that. And he has nothing to do with the other 2 movies. He did have something to do with the television series From Dusk Till Dawn, which I liked. I didn't watch the later seasons. I only watched the first season. Started season 2, but was like, But the first season is like a extra long version of From Dusk Till Dawn, the movie, which I like. Back to the movie. Also, being someone who's living in the Netherlands, it has Famke Janssen in it, our Dutch actress, which does a cool job as one of the teachers, and also being the sexy one towards Zeke, that he's like, are you hitting on me, Teach? You know? But it's Famke Janssen, so I wouldn't mind. And Jordana Brewster is in it, which you might know from the Fast and the Furious movies. Clea Duvall is in it. and she's also playing in a movie that I want to discuss soon, Identity. It's one of my favorite movies regarding thriller, horror, mystery. You know, you don't know who the killer is, what's happening. That's a pretty fun movie, definitely. And it even has the R&B singer Usher in it as one of the jocks. But enough about that. The movie. Don't want to stress this discussion too long, because in the movie, you know, it's like aliens take over the school, and they need to hydrate. So they're drinking a lot of water, which is always a sign that someone is an alien, you know, taken over by his or her body's taken over. Funny thing, by the way, this movie has Salma Hayek in it, but she's only like in it for, I think, about 10 minutes. I think they had her for like 1 day of filming, but it's also like suddenly she's just gone. She's not in the movie anymore. There's no explanation, nothing. So, not a big plot hole, but just like, now you think about it, now I'm older, I'm like, okay. But regarding this movie, I really recommend this movie because it's fun, and it's a 90s movie, but you don't realize it that much, and the effects are pretty okay for these days. You know, it's okay. Back then it was awesome, but these days it's like, yeah, it's good enough. But the story is fun, the acting is fun, everything actually, and also the big finale, when you don't realize what's happening, it's a little bit of a twist ending, just a little bit, and it works, you know, for this movie it works, especially again realizing it's a 90s movie. So, well, you know what, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoy these videos. Just keep watching, you know, subscribe to the channel, press the bell button if you want to be notified when I upload a video. If you have like any comments, let me know below. By the way, did you see the movie? Let me know what you think. Haven't seen the movie yet? Check it out and come back and tell me what you thought. Thank you guys for watching. Blabbermouth out.